who's worn the Chiefs red and the Broncos orange, is receiver Eddie Kennison. He played on that 2005 team that stayed home.
Box you want to put me in.
Jessica Mendoza would disagree with you if you told her she is a pioneer. Instead, she's an inspiration for youth everywhere. I'm Michael Coleman for KC TV5 Sports.
You get asked, when are we going to play Missouri again?
I asked KU's athletic director, Shane Zinger, about Missouri and a whole lot more in an exclusive one-on-one interview. Sports Central starts right now. Good evening and welcome to Sports Central. I'm Michael Coleman. The Royals have capped an emotional week with some big news, signing slugger Brandon Moss to a 2-year.
Sports Director Michael Coleman is live inside Allen Fieldhouse now with a preview of that big game. Michael.
Brad and Ellen, the way you can tell this is a big game, Dickie V's in the house. Just spoke with him. He's trying to plug his gala. What the heck? Meanwhile, for these two teams, expect high-flying Big 12 fireworks.
It's obviously going to be.
Last week, KU went 1-1. Tonight, another top 5 matchup. Only this time it involves the Big 12 foe, Baylor.
It's a great opportunity.
Tip-off is at 8 o'clock tonight. Meanwhile, today was National Signing Day. Just a few short years ago, I was involved in the recruiting process. I signed that dotted line and made my mother very, very happy because more food was left in the house. Meanwhile, the Missouri Tigers are ranked 13th out of 14th among the SEC teams of their recruits. Coach Barry Odom paid a visit to Westport today in Kansas City and is glad for his class, especially with the return to Texas.
The successful years that Mizzou's had, we've always had great players from Texas.
And just a few blocks from here at my alma mater, the high school recruit named Kobe Buffalo Meat, making lots of headlines because of the name itself. Tell you what, he's a good ball player because he went to my alma mater. Reporting here from Allen Fieldhouse, Michael Coleman, KC TV5 Sports, guys.
Yeah, and Kobe's huge, too. Hey, Michael, before you go, the internet right now is buzzing over the possibility, the slim chance that the Chiefs might be going out to get Tony Romo. Is that going to happen?
Oh. Well, I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'll tell you this. I covered Tony Romo when he was a scrub with the Dallas Cowboys and watched him grow within the ranks of being the quarterback that he is. If he can stay healthy, he can take anybody to the Super Bowl, and that includes the Chiefs.
Dr. Michael Coleman is live at Allen Fieldhouse tonight for the big rematch. MC?
The Mountaineers know they're in trouble. Number 3 KU, number 9 West Virginia. The Big 12 hot ticket tonight. And for KU over the weekend, they escaped Lubbock with a 1-point victory, 80-70.
Two teams face. West Virginia snapped their 18-game winning streak, 85-69. What does KU need to win, especially based on what they've been doing the last couple of games, to pull out a victory tonight here?
Well, in addition to swiping the boards, if the threes aren't dropping, drive to the hole, penetrate, force them to foul you. Either they'll foul you or you'll make the basket or get an and one, but be more aggressive attacking inside.
With Michael Coleman.
Good evening, welcome to Sports. I am coming to you live from a raucous Allen Fieldhouse. Let's get right to the highlights of what's taking place so far. Now, in the first half, West Virginia got off to a 10-0 run as the Jayhawks would sputter on their offense. The Gerald Vick, a three-pointer, cuts it to 21-18. Then KU puts on a 12-0 run. Landon Lucas with the dunk, 22-21 KU, but they would trail at the half. In the second half, at the 8:18 mark, a foul was called on Lucas, who has been playing with 5 fouls. And then, late in the game, Mason with the basket, getting it closer. And then, go to the scoreboard right now, a clutch 3 by Devontae Graham, and KU would grind it out. And right now, folks, we are tied at 71. ESPN baseball analyst Jessica Mendoza has a message for those who want to succeed.
There are girls that are looking up. There are other women out there, and honestly men too, that aspire to do things out of their comfort zone, aspire to do things that maybe haven't been done.
On the Royals opening day last year against the Mets, Mendoza was part of the broadcast team, a first for a woman.
I try to stay just true to who I am, and I don't see pioneer when I look in the mirror. I see crazy, silly Jess, you know, who's just me, and I think I want to stay true to that.
She says the more real she is, the more influence she can be, saying sports helped her make a positive transition.
It gave me confidence. I mean, especially, you know, going through those high school years when you got your friends, that peer pressure, all these things, even in the media and society, and it's telling you, you got to fit into this box.
She can relate to the pressures that young ladies go through every day and says, time out.
You got to look this way, you got to weigh this much, you got to act like this, and these are the jobs that you have. And what sports gave me was just kind of that, like, a little bit of that swag to be like, I could tell my friends when I felt like this isn't the right thing to do, no, and say this is who I want to be. And yes, it is different, and it doesn't fit into that stupid little box you want to put me in.
Jessica Mendoza would disagree with you if you told her she is a pioneer. Instead, she's an inspiration for youth everywhere. I'm Michael Coleman for KC TV5 Sports. The Missouri Maverick hockey team has forged a pretty good relationship with the Negro League Baseball Museum. And this week, the two worlds merged in one very special man. 11 years after Jackie Robinson broke baseball's color line with much fanfare, Canadian Willie O'Ree would do the same for the NHL on a cold winter night in Boston. January 18th, he made history, but not with the fanfare, and it was news to him. He got invited to a tryout camp, and nobody seemed to notice the pigmentation of his skin color.
I had some racial remarks from some of the players on the opposition. You know, all I wanted to do was play hockey and trying to be the best hockey player I could be. And basically, when I went to training camp, I made the team. And then when I turned pro in 1956, they didn't realize that I was the only black player, you know, playing at that time.
During his amateur career, he would lose the eyesight in his right eye. This was before protection gear was worn. O'Ree took a puck to his face.
There was a slap shot. I'm in front of the net. The puck ricocheted off a stick, and the puck hit me flat. Broke my nose, broke my eye. And I remember dropping down to the ice, and the next thing I knew, I'm being placed in an ambulance and taken to the hospital.
He was told he'd never play hockey again. Another barrier he'd overcome when his hopes and dreams seemed shattered.
I just couldn't see it in my right eye. Now, being a left-hand shot and playing left wing, to compensate, I had to turn my head all the way around to the right to pick the puck up with my left eye, because I couldn't see it if I was skating like this. And I was over-skating the puck and missing the net, and I said, Willie, what's wrong?
So he mentally pushed himself and learned how to compensate. A trailblazer who wouldn't take no for an answer.
So I told myself, I said, forget about what you can't see and concentrate on what you can see. So my game started to pick up, and even now today, you know, I don't feel that I'm blind in my right eye.
His teammates and family never knew he was blind until later in his career. He met Robinson, and that impact lasted forever, as he'd follow in his footsteps and also break down barriers.
After meeting Jackie Robinson for the first time when I was 14, that really changed my life. It really did. He made an amazing impact on me and what I wanted to accomplish.
Whether it's the Negro Leagues, whether it's the NBA, NFL, National Hockey League, those pioneers who broke barriers, it's the same story.
Friday morning, O'Ree addressed the Mavericks, who wore jerseys on Saturday night resembling the Monarchs jerseys on this, the 75th anniversary of the Negro League World Series Championship. Today, O'Ree is an ambassador for the NHL, traveling around North America helping youngsters learn the sport he grew up loving and playing. He tells me he owes a lot to his big brother, who helped set the template for O'Ree's journey.
A lot of the things that he taught me, I used not only playing hockey, but I used them in my daily life.
I've got to tell you what a pleasure it was for me to meet Mr. O'Ree. I've sat with many NBA superstars, NFL and Major League Baseball Hall of Famers, but they don't quite stack up to the pioneer on ice, Willie O'Ree. Thank you so much, sir. Time now for our Toyota Play of the Week. Check it out.